Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Jacob's Custom Gunworks. So, I was hoping this was going to be some range video uploads. I was up there today and was shooting a little bit, but unfortunately, they didn't turn out very well. It was a little windy and the quality wasn't great. And I had other shooters show up to shoot as well, because of course we are getting very close to hunting season, our general hunting season here in the northern country. So I just decided to all make a tabletop, so that way you can actually hear what I have to say versus listening to the wind. This microphone picks up wind really well. So here is the 6mm arc that we've been working on. And I got the Boyd stock in. This is their Quest. And it's fairly light. I don't have an exact weight. I can tell you that this gun itself, set up as it is, with the goofy muzzle brake, the bipod, and my scope rate, it weighs about 10 pounds, which isn't terrible. It is a little muzzle heavy because, of course, I do have that goofy brake on there, and I do have this ginormous scope on there. But I can tell you, this was an absolute riot to shoot. Reminded me a lot of shooting a 223 bolt gun. There's not much of any recoil to it. You get a nice little push and that's about it. It's just a riot to shoot. Extremely loud, like I said, with that muzzle brake there. So that'll be, like I say, it'll be great for when I'm shooting. Not so fun if you're standing next to me. We do have that Vortex on there, the 624. I went and got some scope caps. I've got a bipod on here. I guess the only thing that I have that's a little bit of a downer is the swivel stud that's in here is not exactly 100% centered to the stock. It's off just a little bit, but what I'll end up doing is I'll end up getting a swivel version of this, which I generally don't care for, but just to keep this a little more straight, that's what I'll end up having to do, is just get a swivel one. Not a big deal, something to think of in the future. The other thing I gotta do is I gotta clean up this bolt a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of the epoxy that bled through that I gotta clean up. Other than that, that stock just is really pretty and fun to shoot. Most of the thumb hole stocks that I get from Boyd's, for my hand, and I don't have really big hands, the distance between here and my trigger, it's almost not worth me trying to do, but this one places my finger in this trigger beautifully. I don't have to overstretch or anything, so I'm a huge fan of this stock, and I will probably get another one for some of my other guns here in the future, but for now, this was a really good idea in the 6 arc. I like the fact that this is all the way through, so it does help cool that barrel. This barrel, I shot 20 rounds today, which isn't a lot, but this barrel did not get super hot at all. I was really, really happy with that. And my pattern at 100 yards, I wish I would have had the video, was about the size of a dime. So sub-MOA guarantee out of the box. Yeah, Howa delivered. It worked really well. My final zero is at 200, which is due with most of my rifles. And I was shooting at a D1, a fairly large D1. I think it's, 18 by 12 or maybe 18 by 14, some size like that, and I was shooting at the upper part of it to try to get as precise as I could with what I was working with, and it just delivered. All of my shots were exactly where I was aiming, and it delivered. I'm really, really happy with this gun. To the point where I'm thinking about maybe picking up another bolt gun and a Howa and a 6.5 Grendel, which I've always been a very big Grendel proponent. So that may be the next thing I do, but I'm super surprised with this caliber and what it can do for such a small caliber. Stay tuned. We are looking forward to a shoot-off here, hopefully in the very near future, hopefully before the snow drops. Till next time, comrades.